Hello everyone, and welcome to English Podcast, the place where we make English learning and speaking not just easy, but enjoyable. I'm your host, and I'm so thrilled to have you join me today. If you're looking to boost your English skills, improve your fluency, and gain confidence in speaking, you're absolutely in the right place. Why a daily routine? Today, we're diving into a topic that might seem simple on the surface, but it's incredibly powerful for language learning, your daily morning routine. Now, you might be thinking, my morning routine? How's that going to help me learn English? Well, it's actually a fantastic starting point. Think about it. Your morning routine is something you do every single day, right? It's repetitive, it's familiar, and it involves a lot of actions and objects that we can easily describe in English. By talking about something you know so well, you can focus more on the language and less on what to say. It's a low-pressure way to practice. Plus, by the end of this episode, you'll have a whole new set of vocabulary and phrases related to your mornings, which you can use immediately. Let's start with the very beginning, waking up. So, let's kick things off with the absolute first thing that happens in your morning. Waking up. For most of us, this involves an alarm clock. An alarm clock is a device that makes a loud sound to wake you up at a specific time. You might say, my alarm clock rings at 6 a.m. Or, I set my alarm for 7 o'clock. When your alarm goes off, what do? Do you hit the snooze button? To snooze means to sleep lightly for a short period. So, the snooze button allows you to delay your alarm for a few more minutes of sleep. You could say, I hit the snooze button twice this morning. We've all been there, right? Or perhaps you're more of a morning person. A morning person is someone who feels awake and energetic early in the day. If you're not, you might say, I'm not a morning person at all. You might also describe yourself as feeling groggy when you first wake up. Groggy means feeling tired, weak, or dizzy. Like, I felt a bit groggy when I first woke up, but a cup of coffee fixed it. So, once you decide to finally get out of bed, what's next? You get up or get out of bed. Pretty straightforward, right? I usually get up around 6:30 a.m. Getting ready from bed to bathroom. Now that you're out of bed, you probably head to the bathroom. This is where a lot of daily actions happen. First, you might stretch. To stretch means to extend your body or a part of your body to its full length, often to make your muscles ready for activity. I like to stretch for a few minutes before I do anything else. Then, it's time for personal hygiene. Hygiene refers to the practices and conditions necessary for the maintenance of health and the prevention of disease. In simple terms, it's about keeping yourself clean. You might go to the bathroom. This is a polite way to say you're going to use the toilet. Many of us then brush our teeth. To brush your teeth means to clean them with a toothbrush and toothpaste. I brush my teeth for 2 minutes every morning. After that, you might wash your face. To wash your face means to clean your face with water and often soap. I wash my face with cold water to help me wake up. Some people also take a shower or take a bath. A shower is when water falls on you from above, while a bath is when you sit in a tub full of water. I always take a quick shower in the morning to feel refreshed. After a shower, you'll likely dry off with a towel. A towel is a piece of absorbent fabric used for drying. I dry it off quickly with a fluffy towel. Then you might comb your hair or brush your hair. Both mean to arrange your hair neatly. I comb my hair after my shower. If you have longer hair, you might also use a hairdryer to dry your hair. A hairdryer is an electrical appliance that blows hot air to dry hair. Getting dressed and starting the day. Once you're clean and fresh, it's time to get dressed. This means to put on your clothes. I usually decide what to wear the night before so it's easier to get dressed in the morning. You might put on your clothes, your outfit, or your attire. Outfit is a set of clothes worn together. Attire is a more formal word for clothes. What kind of clothes do you wear? Do you put on a casual outfit? Casual means relaxed and informal. Or perhaps something more formal if you have work or an important meeting. The most important meal of the day. Breakfast. After getting ready, many of us head to the kitchen for the most important meal of the day. Breakfast. To have breakfast means to eat your first meal of the day. What do you like to have for breakfast? Do you make breakfast yourself? Or does someone else make it for you? Common breakfast items include toast, which is sliced bread browned by heat, eggs, which can be scrambled, fried, or boiled, cereal with milk, oatmeal, which is a type of porridge made from oats, or perhaps fruit like bananas or apples. You might also make coffee or make tea. To make coffee or tea means to prepare it. I can't start my day without a strong cup of coffee. Or, I prefer a calming cup of green tea in the morning. While you're having breakfast, you might read the news or check your phone. To check your phone means to look at messages or notifications on your mobile phone, preparing for the day ahead. After breakfast, it's time to prepare for whatever the day holds. If you're going to work or school, you might pack your bag or pack your lunch. To pack means to put things into a container for transport. I always pack my lunch to save money. You might also check your schedule or review your to-do list. A schedule is a plan of activities or events and the times they are intended to happen. A to-do list is a list of tasks that need to be completed. I like to review my to-do list in the morning to prioritize my tasks. Heading out the door. Finally, it's time to leave the house or head out. These phrases mean to exit your home. Before you go, you might grab your keys, your wallet, and your phone. To grab means to quickly take hold of something. And then you're off. You might commute to work, which means to travel some distance regularly between one's home and place of work or study. You could drive, take the bus, take the train, or even walk. Your turn. Now, that was a pretty comprehensive run-through of a typical morning routine. But what about your morning routine? This is your chance to practice. I encourage you to take a few minutes right now and think about your own morning. What time do you wake up? What's the first thing you do? Do you enjoy your mornings? Or are they a rush? Try to describe your routine using the vocabulary and phrases we've discussed today. Don't worry if it's not perfect. The goal is to start using these words and phrases in a context that's relevant to you. For example, you could say, I wake up at 7 a.m. and I usually hit the snooze button once. Then I get out of bed and head to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I make myself a quick breakfast, usually toast and coffee. I check my phone for a few minutes, then I get dressed and leave for work by 8:30 a.m. See? You can adapt the script to fit your own life. The more you talk about your routine, the more natural these English phrases will become. Quick vocabulary recap. Just to make sure we've got everything clear, let's do a quick recap of some of the key vocabulary words we covered today. Remember, these are words that you can use to describe your morning routine. Alarm clock, a device that wakes you up. Snooze button, a button on an alarm clock that delays the alarm. Groggy, feeling tired and not fully awake. Personal hygiene, practices for keeping yourself clean. Stretch, to extend your body. Towel, fabric used for drying. Hairdryer, appliance for drying hair. Outfit, a set of clothes. Breakfast, the first meal of the day. Commute, travel between home and work/school. A challenge for you. Here's a little challenge for you before we wrap up today's episode. Next time you're going through your morning routine, try to narrate it in English in your head. Narrate means to tell a story or describe events. So, as you're brushing your teeth, think to yourself, I'm brushing my teeth. As you're making coffee, say, I'm making coffee. This constant internal practice will help solidify these phrases in your mind. You can also try recording yourself describing your morning routine. Listen back to it. Where can you improve? What words do you struggle with? This self-assessment is a really powerful tool for language learning. Wrapping up, thank you so much for joining me on English Podcast today. I hope this episode on daily morning routines has given you some practical tools and confidence to start speaking about your own day in English. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to language learning. Even just a few minutes of practice each day can make a huge difference. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to English Podcast so you don't miss our future lessons. We'll be covering more everyday topics, practical vocabulary, and useful phrases to help you on your English learning journey. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and I'll talk to you all again very soon. Goodbye for now.